Welcome back, Metal Catchers, to another reading, guys. I did the battle. I did everything, guys. There was some dialogue, but little resume. Nona got like her more energy, more balls, and then we saw Aldo and Nona holding hands. So let's slowly continue, guys, and see where the story takes us. I believe this is the final part, which is good to know because I really want to get to that new chapter. But I actually think there's something after that. A major trial awaits beyond this point. Proceed. Yes, I will proceed. We can finally get to the Time Layers Observer. The voice calling for help is within reach now. Let's go, everyone. So I guess we're gonna go kill the mom. Alright. Okay. It doesn't look like Phantom is here. What the heck is that thing? Whoa. Is that blob protecting the Timeless Observer? I said it once, I'm gonna say it like again. The enemy design in these games are berserk worthy, so there you go, I said it. Or is it the Time Layers Observer? No fair! How am I meant to lecture that thing? It doesn't look like it would understand a word am I saying. Voice for her definitely come from the mass. Yes, the closer we get, the closer the voice is rejoicing and lamenting in the fact that we're here. For the voice to be imploring you, that must mean it is rational being, even in that form. Then, that really is the Time Layers Observer? That what's led us all the way here? Maybe. Although I can explain this, but I have a really bad feeling about this. Like, maybe we should never have come here. You finally arrived, little bird. Oh shit, there's more. Phantom. As did you. Whatever your plan is, we're not going to let it happen. I'm not your little bird. I am not the same as you. I will not be what you want me to be. That's all. Still, we must be grateful for all your hard work in letting us to this place. We sense the existence of an observer in a space located outside the history of the White Knight Time Layer. Yet time and again it rejects us. So we managed to create fears and invade the cocoon. The embodiment of rejection always blocked our path. We were only able to reach this place because of your power, little bird. No way! Were you following us the whole time, waiting for us to defeat the rejection? Indeed, while you rushed to beat us here, we were actually right behind you. Basically, you tricked us? None of that matter. Whether you follow us or arrive first, we still follow your plan all the same. So tell us what is your aim is and why you're trying to get to the observer. Our aim? Why has that already been fulfilled? What does that mean? Our aim was to destroy the observer who ruled over the White Knight Time Layers, to destroy its god. However, in coming here, we have realized the god of the White Knight won't last much longer anyway. Even without our intervention, the god is about disappear along with the whole time layer. Wow, it was missing a word. Why would they disappear? What are you talking about? It's simple. This god has been mending the corpse of the time layers for eons already. The corpse of Time Layer? Yes. The White Knight Time Layers is dead. Dead? How could it be dead? The space-time war, all the change in history led to its collapse and thus the death of the Time Layer. However, an entity appeared who prevented the Time Layers from vanishing. The dying god over there. It repairs history by spinning relationship between life and consequence of event into threads. I managed to recreate the time layer as it before its death. The White Knight Timelayers is dead? We're alive. The guys at the fortress are alive. But the world is actually dead? I can't get my head around it. This god thread power must be what I learned to use. Wait, did she become a god? Power to mend things with thread of destiny. It is used to eternity repair and collapse time layers. Then how many tears has this god mended? 10 of thousands of years worth of tears in history, we would presume. All that time, all alone. The homeostasis of the White Knight time layers. However you're trying to change history, it was always revert to a predetermined path. As an alchemist seeking to understand all of life's mystery, I always wanted to know why that happened. But now, if I know that this was the truth awaiting me, I never would have wanted to find out. The reason why the time layers persist imitating the exact same history was that if I did, the whole time layers would disappear. Each time the corpse deteriorate, it's mended and put back into shape. It's almost like embalming, and it's been going on for tens of thousands of years. I can't even imagine it. It must have been an extraordinary feat. Observing and correcting history for 10,000 of years stuck alone outside the world, wearing itself away and dying in this lonely place. How could this deity wish this ending on itself? It will have long since lost the intelligence to be able to consider such a thing. Now, it is a mindless entity simply observing the chain of life signal emerging of history. A mechanical correcting anything out of place. Eternal idleness drove the god mad. He won't even have a sense of self anymore. That's not true. Even if this condition, I know that there's still care for this world. They tell me so, and in spite of all this pain and suffering, they can't help but love this world. No, you can communicate with the god. Look, you know way more about this than us, so tell us. Does this god really have to die? Can we save it somehow? Little bird, you wish to save the god. I know it's wrong to ask you for the help, but if that's the only way to save them, then what choice do we have? I see. That's all I needed to hear. That's a trap. What are you doing? We are expediting the gun's demise. Now that is clear you wish to save them, we must complete our goal before you are able to interfere. No, stop! Please stop this. Stop tormenting them. Please don't make this world disappear. We cannot do as you wish. What a dick. Stop. Don't hurt them anymore. Oh, yeah! Nona grew up. Don't harm our world anymore. Nona, why do you look like that? Whoa, what the? Sorry, I was so desperate to stop Phantom Eye. Why is this the cause for celebration? The power you inherit from the god has finally come to bloom. What are you? It is time to spread your wing, little bird. Nona, the new goddess of the White Knight. Oh. What's going on? Why are you calling her a goddess? I don't see your play here. I thought your goal was to kill that god. But now, it sounds like you wanted Nona to acquire the god's power from the start. Why would you? We had more than one goal. That way, we would always win. once was to allow the chaos created in Coachella to consume the time layer. But we stopped that. Sorry guys, my sound fucked up again. Okay, it's working now. Sorry about that. Were there other goals too? Why do you want Nona to be goddess? That was our ultimate goal. To install Nona as the new god of the White Knight and make her a puppet. Oh. The god of the White Knight? What do you mean by puppet? You don't you, little burn? That's the same power flowing through us. Flows through you. We can't use that power to pour our will into you, thus enabling us to manipulate you as we please. Until now, allowing you to act on your own has actually served us better than controlling you ourselves. Your journey to this land was pretty much ideal. Her journey? Did you expect all this to happen? Ever since Nona first entered a recurrent spacetime? Looking back, it was when the closest of time of Coachella started to lose order that we realized our potential. Coachella would someday become a pathogen in the time layers, creating chaos to consume all of the time. We were just waiting for the moment, but then there was an irreality. It was fucking Aldo. Oh no, it's the mother. What are you? What is happening? No, wait. Get away from me! Why no? Somebody help! I don't want this. And then she's gonna meet Aldo. We witnessed a lone girl escape from the closed off time. That girl was you, our very own Nona. We are sought to explain this mysterious phenomenon, and we came upon a certain truth. That someone who sits outside history, winning the thread of fate. An observer might even say God guided you out of Coachella. And that God is one here. Indeed, now this is not something a higher being usually does. No, this was an incredible personal act. We were therefore confident that deity must love that little bird. Okay, can we fight now? Huh? What are you? Nona, what is this? Our investigation showed that the god of the White Knight was losing power and headed from death. That's when we thought, what if we could transfer the dying god power to one of our own? Then a mighty power capable of not only destroying these timelers, but all neighboring one could be ours. And that was Nona? Yes, the only problem was how to ensure that God transferring his power to the little bird. But then little bird, our very own daughter, you turned up in the recurrent space-time. Oh! Recurrent space-time are a pathosis of the White Knight time layer. We thought that if that little bird were to remove them herself, we would strengthen the God trust in her. And so our ambition shifted to making her strong enough that the dying God would entrust her to the power to her. And that's what these gems were for, to bait Nona. Indeed, our little bird showed quite the attachment to those recording devices. To us, who have long lost the memories of who we were, those values are incomprehensible. It would seem the child of man cannot live unless they have an attachment to who they are. Thought it was merely an experiment. The god did indeed start to place more trust in Nona, realizing that she could remove pathogen. The god even started to send her little messenger. I mean, if you guys are telling your plan, the god could be like, no, I don't want to do this anymore. He's right there. Messenger? Do you mean the cat? Yes, they were a manifestation of God's desire for help. The god was already in quite the weakening state by the time of the creation. It was desperate. Then why did the cat didn't have the power to notice your... That's why the cat didn't have the power to notice your little trick. Disgusting. As things progress, the god eventually started to hand its power directly to our little bird. Yo, that's like playing chess in like 4D. It's insane. If it means sacrificing its messenger to share its threat to her. When her powerlessness drove her to the breaking point, it simply handed her more. Ultimately, even the manifestation of rejection protecting the Power Knight cocoon gave the power to her. The final struggle of a dying god, and now our little bird has accumulated so much power that she is able to spread her wing. All that's left now is to place these wings under her control. No! Do you think you can just pour your wheels into Nona and take over her? Damn it. It's no use. We are infinite in these time layers. Strike us down and more shall take your place. Now the time has come for you to be our puppet, new goddess of the White Knight time layers. Once you have become our servant, your first act will be to destroy the undying god. In doing so, you will take away all its remaining power and assume its throne for yourself. We won't let that happen. That's so cool. It's too cruel knowing that you were just using Nona, even when she came to help us. I can't bear it. Come on, Yakumo. I won't accept it. I don't care how many of you there are. I'm gonna blow all of you to smithereen. Come on, Kumos. Don't listen to them, Nona. I'm living proof that dolls and puppets ain't gonna obey their master. I reject this ending you have drawn from yourself. But there's so many. How are we going to take them all? By the power of friendship, guys. It's going to be okay, everyone. Huh? I think I finally understand why I came here. I will never do as Phantom say. However, I had a feeling this would happen. No, a conviction. How can you say that? I can't explain now, but you will soon understand. Trust me. What is Nona doing? If their story is already written, then it is my job to rewrite it. Please, give me your power. Alright, raise your hand. White Knight God resonating with Nona? We won't let you use our mind or our power. This cannot be happening. The little bird made the god her puppet before we could do the same to her? No, she didn't put her will into it. She didn't take control. Then why? I didn't make them my puppet. I simply used my power. I am sorry, but I would like to speak in private. No way. The bajillion of phantoms, they were all just gone in a blink of an eye? That was incredible. How you learned that power? The being that threatens the god of the White Knight are now being kept at bay. Now we just need to find a way to heal the weakening god. Oh, I'm sorry. I guess I should explain. There's nothing we can do for them now. They can't be saved. Why are you giving up? This isn't like you, Nona. Yeah, if a god dies, so does the time layer. Yeah, but I know now. I know because it's myself. The god is me. What the? What are you talking about, Nona? You're right here. How could you be? How you could be there? Yes, well, maybe it would be more accurate to say that she is the me before me. Then you before you. When her power flowed into me, so too did her memory. So they were the god's memory. It seems so many of them before. And then I realized she is the past me who became a god. What? If you became a god then, and how does that even? Just like me now, she met someone. She came to this place, she received the power from the god at that time, and she became the new god. Oh, and so it repeats itself over and over. Before her, there was another me, another me, and another me. I came here in ignorance. I received power from a dying god, and I became the new god. I got back to the dawn of history, and I repaired the white night time layers in an infinite cycle. But you're saying that the god dying before our eyes used to be you? She came here, like you did, received her power, and has been stuck trying to mend the time layers ever since? Yes, though it seems that Phantom didn't realize that fact. This is giving me a migraine. Nona received power from a dying god, became the new god, goes back to the beginning of history, and keeps mending the time layers until the newer version of Nona turns up when the others are nearing death. That's messed up. Time loop is that mess up. The time loop is what been keeping our time layers going. Yeah, which means there's only one way to save the world. I have to become the new god before the All One dies. It's the only way. My next step has to be to the exactly. Well, I'm gonna reread it. My next step has to be to do the exactly as that me has done. Once I'm ready to receive all of her power and repair her time layer, I will sever our ties, send you to the future without me, and return alone to the beginning of my history. Then I will fulfill my role as God until the next me comes here, and so the loops will continue forever. Forever? Until you turn out like that? No. Yes. I'll be fine. If the previous me could do it, then so can I. Just because you can doesn't mean you should. She's been alone all this desolate place for millennia, stuck repeating the countless cracks in history. She worn herself out to the point where all she can do is beg for help. Why you should have to accept such a cruel fate? Because only I can do it. If I don't, then how else are we supposed to save a world that's already dead? Well, she is me, I am her. That's all I can tell. The god's time is nearly up. No, Nona, don't go! Please, Aldo. Let me use my final moment to say goodbye to you. No, I can't let you do that. I had already made up my mind The moment I inherited these memories, whatever fate awaits me, I'm not gonna let this world end. No way. Just think about what would happen to all the people I've met, all the adventure. I was an empty page, and they all helped write my story. And I won't let anything happen to you, all of you. All I ask, I just want you to promise me one thing. Please, don't forget me. Even when I'm no longer with you, even if you can't remember my name, just remember there was someone who always loved you. That would be enough for me. It wouldn't matter if you never find me again or ever say my name again. So promise me, even if you forget me, you wouldn't really forget me. Nona. What? I will make no such promise. I know the previous me didn't take your hands like this. With both you and the world at stake, maybe he felt he had no choice but to save the world. But he was wrong. Hold on. The memories I saw when we defeated the White Knight rejection must have belonged to the previous me. He regretted so much letting you go alone, choosing a tomorrow without you. I won't let go of your hand. Seems like it's missing music here. Hold on. But then what if I don't become the next god? This whole timeliners will disappear. We don't need a world that builds on your endless sacrifice. We may not have times or a strategy, but we will struggle forward until we find a solution. Don't become a god, Nona. No, it's too. Sesta does not allow Nona to become god. Does not give permission. Come back, Nona. I don't want the White Knight time layers to disappear. But I don't want a tomorrow without you either. Oh. You made the same choice for us. A future with Grandpapa. A future where I could tell my parents how I feel. A future where the king was able to live. A future where I could support my beloved land of Ro with Suzaku by my side. A future where I could truly get close to Marie. A future where I can laugh like an idiot and genuinely have a decent morning. This time we choose! We choose it tomorrow with you. In it, Nona? Everyone! Oh, this is so cool! Yeep! Whoa! Kiss. Kiss. We were strong enough to take you back from the god grasp? No, I don't think so. It's more like her powers suddenly subside. Why would it do that? She's angry. No, she's sad. She's suffering. If I don't become the next god, this time layers will perish. Time has been looping for millennia out to protect this time layers, and now it's all for nothing. She's trying to break everything connected to me. She's trying to become one with me again. Such power. How has she still got energy left? I guess she's intended to use all of her godly powers to stop us? Then our first course of action to ensure Nona's survival has to be to obtain God understanding. I feel kinda bad about doing this, knowing that she has also Nona, but we have to show her we're serious. I know all too well how frustrating it is when another you acts against you. We're not giving up. We will stake our pride on finding an ending where no one has to cry. Sessa hears your voice. Sessa understands. You do not want this either. Sessa saves you. Whenever Nona you are still Sessa's little sister. We won't force Nona to be burdened with this world. There has to be a future where Nona doesn't have to be a sacrifice. We will find it. Me and you. Another me. Let's do it. Let's change the future. Alright guys, we're gonna stop right before the bus, guys. Alright. So much rage. Sessa can feel her shaking. Yeah, the other Nona protected the White Knight time layers, even after accepting her fate to become God. There is no way she would just accept us wanting to put an end to all of this. But I can't accept a world where Nona has to be sacrificed to this loneliness and rage. Nona, please tell me. What was it you wanted before you became a god? What was it you truly wanted? Alright guys, we're gonna stop right here guys. Alright, right before the final battle guys. Once again, if you like what I do, please hit the subscribe button and the like button guys. And please watch the other videos to see the conclusion of Another Eden guys. I'm excited. And I'll see you next time guys. Bye bye.